Hello everyone and welcome to the program Talk Sport on Global Television. I am Samuel Odi. Yes, the weekend is upon us yet again and we'll be seeing a little bit of actions, not as much as of last weekend, but definitely there is no week that wouldn't go with any form of action in the world of sports. My name is Samuel Odi and many thanks for joining. Sadly, I actually have a guest right here with me in the studio, but there's a sad story that says our dear goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali lost his beloved father. He actually made this statement via his social media handle without, you know, stating reasons why that happened or if he was ill or something. Our heart sincerely, all of us, all of the production team and Top Sport Global Television sends love, and we hope that God Almighty grants him the moment to bear this loss. So on that note, we hope he gets better and then feels good, and hopefully he could be able to feature for the match that we'll be having on Monday in the Gospel Aquarium Stadium for final to the final qualifiers. Well, on that note, we'll be starting from the home front as usual, but before we get to rise into the whole conversation, we'll be going on a quick break, and then when we come back, I'll introduce my guest and then we dive right in. Please just stay with us, we'll be right back.
Time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk Sports with the King of Sports, Anthony Momodu. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Beautiful work from the wingers!
Cricket as well as international sectors. So the World Cup qualifiers, Steve Kolo rated Nigerian opponents hard. The Nigerian senior men's cricket team coach Steve Kolo said the yellow and green will not underrate any of their 5 opponents in African and sub-region T20 World Cup qualifiers participated by the country Nigeria from the 21st to the 28th here in the Abuja. Nigeria was selected as one of the 3 countries to face the qualifiers earlier this year, with the first 2 already completed in Tanzania and Kenya. The college men have been training in Abuja ahead of the tournament where they will battle Botswana, Ivory Coast, Senegal and St. Helena for a place in the next round. The Kenyan admits that the Nigerians are one of the teams beat in the group, but insists that they will not leave anything to chance in the first phase of the qualifiers. So things have actually been doing so much, and then we saw how the ladies represented in the All African Games that was played earlier this year in Ghana, getting to that stage first time. how the yellow and green cricket more team have been involved and how much well they are doing. But now let me introduce my guest, who is a sports analyst who will help us explain most of our talking points for today. His name is Olari Waju Jesse. Brother, how are you doing?
Fine. Good morning.
Good morning. Very good to have you.
Same here. Good to have you.
Yes. So now let's go for this. Now let's start from the football. Let's talk about looking head coach that beating defending champion Man United somewhere in their last group stage match of the 2021 CAF Women's Championship League is non-negotiable as they hope to reach the semi-finals of the tournament. The Nigerian champions and it club Mass Football Club burned down their second game point at the needed victory to advance to the next round. The European to become our four-year champion of the European club. The group remain wide open with Nigeria side and after the top 4 points, now has 3 points despite being joint top of group. Edo Queens are still walking tightrope as they must avoid defeat against Sundown to reach the semi-finals. Looking at it now, Edo Queens are amazing. They won the local league here in Nigeria before advancing to the CAF League. So how well have you said these ladies have been?
They have been doing exceptionally. The Queens have been playing their game.
Yes.
Top of the table, joint condition.
Yes. Mm. Mm. Yeah, looking at the competition and how intense it's getting and the support again that they're getting from their state governor, you know, when they won the Champions League, or the state governor, the wife, you know, women supporting women kind of thing. Yes, I like, yes.
So,
Yes, that's the one. Because of this motivation, they'll be attracting everybody that they've, you know, been meeting from the play, from the leagues. They just kept advancing, and now they're representing the continent. It's just great for what they are doing. So, a little bit from female football, let's talk about somebody that who is planning to retire, who has retired from national team after representing Nigeria for 20 years. Nigerian team an icon of young Eden for time on my international career after 20 years of representing the country and battling honors at several major tournaments, including the Olympic Games. The 37-year-old announced her decision in a statement on her social media handle, hinting the plan to explore new horizons and make Chong young table tennis talent and inspiring the next generation to surpass her achievements. She says, I extend heartfelt gratitude to everyone who supported me on this incredible journey, family, friends, as well wishes. Your unwavering love and encouragement means the from humble beginnings in Bayside to the international recognition. Thank you, and I see all the best to thank God for talent and the opportunity to broadcast so much and being achieved. And she is very happy, and she said, I bow out to the moon, committed to the committed. We will be going on another quick break, and then when we return back, we will explain what we need to do on today's edition of our show. Thank you.
Shot it, squares it into the back
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Oh, that goal! Beautiful work from the wingers!
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Oh, that goal! Beautiful work from the wingers!
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Oh, that goal! Beautiful work from the wingers!
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Got that goal! Beautiful work from the wingers! Get a shot in, squares it, into the back!
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Got that goal! Beautiful work from the wingers! Get a shot in, squares it, into the back!
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Got that goal! Beautiful work from the wingers! Get a shot in, squares it, into the back!
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk sports with the king of sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Got that goal! Beautiful work from the wingers!
time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk Sports with the King of Sports, Anthony Momodu. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
Yes, many thanks for staying with us. We sincerely apologize for that long break that we had to take. Yeah, so still talking sports and still talking Edo Queens. You know, there's been a lot of support, and then there are some challenges going on within development here in Nigeria. But now, still with my guest here in the studio, Jesse, what do you think should be done? Like, how well do you think stakeholders should get involved so at least stadiums can be fully packed for Nigerians to go, you know, support the female football and grassroots football generally?
Yes, I feel stakeholders, but it's more than the stakeholders now.
Okay.
I feel both the influential people, the top people in government,
Yes.
the rich people in the government who need to come and support the sports.
Mhm.
Because if you look at the other country, the so-called Western country,
Yes.
they have people sponsored
Mhm.
the sports.
Yes.
Their leagues, they have sponsors, more than 100 sponsors, different. So we need sponsors. If you look at Lagos Liga,
Yes.
I don't know if you heard about that.
One that's coming up that celebrities are getting themselves teams to like play. Yes.
I was looking at their support, the turnout for the Lagos Liga. It's massive. People have club. They have influential people, punters, celebrities, Tasha has many people. Imagine those people now supporting the sports.
Yes.
Not just this tournament.
Yeah.
The whole league, the female league, the Nigerian league,
Professional football league.
A lot of good players, exceptional players in this country that they need support. They need to showcase their
Talent, yes.
There's no support. So we need these stakeholders, the influential people, to support football in Nigeria.
You know, just talking about support, and Dangote at a certain point says he wanted to buy Arsenal because he likes Arsenal. So if we can have someone like a Dangote maybe buy one of the Nigerian Professional Football League team now, that's really buy
sponsor the whole league.
Or sponsor the whole league, at least it's going to give more, you know, momentum for other persons to get into the business of sports.
Going outside to look for greener pasture, you can't sit here in Nigeria because if they have funds, you are looking for money.
Yes.
Now look at the Nigerian league. Foreign players are in the
Nigerian league now. True.
With more funds and sponsors, more will come in. We want to come and
Instead of Nigerians leaving Nigeria to go to other countries, or people
to come and play the football and our stadiums.
Yes.
The stadiums, so they need to sponsor and invest in the stadium. So we should have conducive stadiums to play football. So other people will come out. People will come out and watch football. People like football in Nigeria.
True, people like football and sports generally. Though moving away from, you know, support and then getting stakeholders and, you know, influential people to, you know, help push what is going on locally here is very, very key for all of that to happen, to help develop sport and also take a whole lot of people out of the streets, because sport is something that anybody can actually get himself, both boys, girls, everybody, into basketball, football, boxing, whichever, swimming, whichever it is that you have passion for. But the major thing is that we need the government and the Ministry of Sport to be able to do more so as to benefit, have people, Nigerians generally benefit. But, you know, like there's something that always happens when Nigeria plays football. You know, the Super Eagles, to be specific now,
there's always this calmness in the entire nation. And then after 90 minutes, whether we get a draw or we get a win, and then or we lose the match, then that is when the atmosphere will decide. Last night was no different, where the Super Eagles of Nigeria had to play 1-1 and then actually secured a top spot for the 2025 African Cup of Nations that is scheduled to be taking place in Morocco, which is an exciting thing. So it's just more like having a walkover. You know, if we get a draw again on Monday, it's actually going to be so amazing. So let me bring you up to speed with the story. Nigeria stayed the top position in Group D of the 2025 AFCON qualifier series after playing a 1-1 draw against Benin Republic at the Stade Felix Stadium in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. Victor Osimhen salvaged a point for Nigerians with an 81st minute header after the host had taken the first lead, courtesy of a header as well in the first half. The result took Nigeria's tally to the unaccessible 11 points in the group, having sealed their spot for the tournament in Morocco after Libya defeated Rwanda 1-0 in the second group's match in Kigali earlier on Thursday. Nigerians were yet to concede before facing the cheaters in Abidjan, but they were breached in the 16th minute with the defender Mohamed Tajini heading in between Stan Nwabali's legs for a well-known corner kick. Corner kick Gareth Roman led in the first half. So looking at that now, how well, I know you watched the match, Jesse, how well do you think the Super Eagles performed yesterday?
Well, they performed well. You know the Super Eagles.
Yes.
Having seen in mind that they have qualified, they just need the points to qualify. I feel that's why the momentum of the game dropped a little bit. Understand, but they performed after they conceded the goal. You need to see how they start playing. Everybody play well. That man again, Victor Osimhen, came to our rescue. So that's a good thing, but I feel this Super Eagles team needs time to gel. If you watch the Super Eagles of last year,
yes,
and the Super Eagles now, you see a lot of difference because now these players have time to play. You see the synergy among them. You understand? So you need that in football. Okay. Because now, as you can watch now, if you watch your yesterday game, the passes before to pick 5 passes is very difficult.
Yes.
But the passes were good to an extent, but we need to do more. As the Giants of Africa, you understand?
Yes.
We need to do more. We needed to win that game yesterday. To win that game to make,
yes,
Giants of Africa.
Yes, to make a point to Gareth Rowe that yes, despite the fact that you were once a coach, but still, it's still good. But looking at Austin Eguavono, who is the England coach, how do you think he has been managing the Super Eagles team well? Looking at the fact that we are almost at the verge of not qualifying for the AFCON 2025, but he came with his style and everything. Do you think he should remain the main coach? The NFF should stop looking for a coach?
That is a controversial.
But what do you think?
For me,
yes,
he has been doing so well so far. So far so good. He has been doing so well with his assistant coaches, the home base coaches that he put together his team. They have been doing so well. And I feel the players are okay because one thing, the players are playing for the country. At the same time, they're playing for themselves, for the coach too. So I feel the players are okay playing for the coach. They are all playing well. We just need to find balance.
Okay.
Team, because right now we don't have a balance. We have a team, but we need to get our pattern. We need to know what we are playing. It's not just kicking the ball around the normal African style. Now football have evolved, have developed more.
People building from behind all the way.
Yes. But when we started that, we're doing that, but we need to do more as a team because in Nigeria, all eyes on us. If they pair us with any country now, this country are angry. Nigeria.
It's Nigeria. Mostly here in Africa.
In Africa, yes. You guys know we have to bring it down. But that's beauty of the game.
Yes, the banter.
It has been like that for a very long time. Nigerians have been the most dominant team in Africa.
Yes.
So it has to remain like that. We have to continue setting those goals, those targets. So, moving on, I feel they can keep
as the coach.
Yes, for me, but he still needs to prove to Nigerians that he needs this job. He needs to do more. Yesterday game is another kind of game he needs to win.
Flawless, yes, I agree with you.
To win, regardless we have qualified or not, he needed to win those games. I saw he was trying different
patterns, yes.
Line up to trying to bring in the new players, like Osho.
Yes.
He had a shaky but a wonderful game.
Yes.
It's bound to happen in your debut game.
Yeah.
So, but we need to do more. You see, Simon Moses came in, game change.
Yes, like that point you're bringing up, because I actually watched a little bit of the game. I saw, the tactics he was trying to see how he can create synergy within the home base and then the international players. There's another concern again that these players have. They are talking about the fact that their schedule is so tight. Lots of things going on at the same time for these players. Do you think maybe let's cut some slack to the Super Eagles? Though they didn't lose yesterday, they played a draw. Do you think fatigue and stress is what contributed to the fact that they didn't get into it?
Yes, actually yes. Because a lot of players have been complaining about this. A lot of games, fatigue.
Yes.
You understand? So these players now. But that's the game. People come out to say they are paying you for this, but fatigue is because they just have like a day or two to train. Coming back.
Yes,
that is not enough for a proper team to set up. You understand?
A very good game plan.
Yeah, a very good game plan. So that's why you're talking about those synergy. They need more time to play each other. And these international games, they don't have those time.
Yes.
Maybe preparing for World Cup, maybe during those competitions, that's when you have them together as a team in a place.
Yes.
You understand? But with these games now, after the games, they travel back to their club, another style of play, another pattern. So now with that style of play, with those pattern, now next month they'll come back to Nigeria again, trying to bring in his own. You understand?
Yes.
So yes, the players, they have been trying. Well, we like watching the game, so
and we always like results. Yes.
So I know the players will continue complaining about the game, a lot of games, fatigue and all. Well, that's the game of football.
But do you think Eguavoen can take us to the World Cup? If with this team that he has now, we have amazing guys playing for the Super Eagles as we talk now, and those that are still on that have not even gotten called even to come play. A lot of massive players,
talented players all over the world.
Yeah, so do you think now with this quality of players that we have and with the style that we've seen from Nelson Eguavoen so far, do you think he has what it takes to take the Super Eagles to the World Cup?
Yes, he has what it takes. He's trying.
Yes.
As you can see.
But he can just do more.
With me, yes, he can do more.
Yes.
With me as Nigeria, we're not supposed to be playing a 3, a 5. Because in Nigeria we are blessed with attackers.
Yes.
We have those quality attackers and midfielders. I know we are lacking behind in midfield.
Midfield, yes, on creativity, yes.
All thanks to Ndidi. Anytime Ndidi comes, man, okay, because I know
that 4 is locked.
Yes, he has that
stability in the number 4 position. Yes,
Ndidi is not there. There's no stability.
Yes, true.
Oyinka, yes, used to try Oyedika, other people, but Ndidi. So we need more. Take about the 10, Iwobi and all.
Yeah.
So we need more quality players
in the midfield.
True. So now with what he has now, Eguavoen need to manage them together to bring results. That's only what can give him this job. Understand? It's not by the draw or we need winning. We need
consistent winning.
Yes, because consistent winning increase our points in the FIFA ranking. So we need to move on from the 30 something. It's 1.2. No, we need to be among the best because we have those qualities players, and consistency will give us that. You understand? That's what consistency will do. So with time, if Eguavoen can find a pattern to play, a very good
that suits him, all the players.
Yes, because with this pattern, some players are working behind. Understand? But kudos, we are winning.
And we're getting
So we
draws.
keep the game. We are not conceding a lot. We just conceded our
First goal yesterday.
So kudos to them, to everybody.
That is looking at it from our defensive side now.
Yes,
Defense is stabilized.
Yes,
So our number 4 position and then our midfield needs work because
the midfield
we have
is great for the attackers.
because our attackers are good. All of their just give them. We have Victor, we have Boniface, we have Ademola Lookman, we have Simon, we have Samuel Chukwueze.
More of the ball. More of the ball. With them having more of the ball, they will be able to use the ball to create chances to score goals. You understand?
Yes.
Because once you start creating more chances, there's tendency of you scoring.
He's scoring more
So we
goals.
need to create more chances. So now we just need to start creating chances for those our players.
Yes.
Because we have one of the best attackers in the whole world.
True.
Look at Victor Osimhen, one of the best 9 in the whole world.
True.
Scoring goals. Look at Lookman, our African best, no doubt.
He has not been awarded that, so Jesse, we will get there.
We should, it's based on voting and all.
Oh, yes.
We just hope he brings it home because he has been working tirelessly this season. It's double figures, goal and assist. So that's African best standard. No.
Let's look at still talking about the man that secured a point. The up to now is the Super Eagles of Nigeria secured a point yesterday. Victor Osimhen. Now Galatasaray have been making mentions of the fact that they want to land him fully, no longer on a loan basis from Napoli. So Galatasaray plan to sign Victor Osimhen on a permanent deal from Napoli. Now currently is beginning to see the light of day after finding a sponsor to take care of the 70% of the transfer fee. You see, this is talking about sponsors now. According to the Turkish Champions League, who are considering reducing the 75 million pound fee to 70 million pound fee due to the payments they have made. They have met 2 major companies operating in Turkey, one of which accepts the transfer fee in return for the club paying 30%. It was stated that Napoli wants 25 million pounds in advance and the remaining amount in 2-way installments. So the clubs are looking for resources. Galatasaray added that to move fast to use their trump card after Fenerbahce expresses their interest in Nigerian striker through their coach Jose Mourinho, after initially having a sign of relief when the player said, "I am very happy here." They will now work on to convince Napoli to sell Victor Osimhen. Talking about Victor Osimhen, before this season began, Chelsea were out for him, Manchester United were out for him, Arsenal were out for him, PSG were out for him, a whole lot of top clubs were out for him, but due to the fee and all, they didn't get to settle. But now he's on Galatasaray on loan, seeming happy. Now the fans are beginning to chant his name. Victor Osimhen is a great guy. Scoring goals, creating assists, like he has been scoring literally from his debut. From his debut match, either he scores or he creates an assist. So looking at that now, do you think Victor Osimhen, given the fact that you know how in love Mourinho is with black players, do you think Mourinho can steal Victor Osimhen away from Galatasaray?
I don't think so. I don't think Galatasaray are going to leave Victor Osimhen to go to Fenerbahce. I don't think so, because Fenerbahce is a rival team to Galatasaray.
Yes.
And with his goals now, everybody's seeing it. This is the kind of player you need if you want to win
a match. Yes.
If you want to win trophies, you need a player like Victor Osimhen that will give you goals midweek. Will give you goals weekends. If you not score, he's going to give you assists. So players like Victor Osimhen, you cannot let them go. So I feel Galatasaray need to just go all out, sign, looking for sponsors
like they are doing. They've seen someone that is willing to pay 70%,
giving him goals.
Those passes that he needs.
And now, sorry to Mario Cardi, got injured.
Yes.
So now they are left with Victor Osimhen, Amici Batshuayi, and you know, Victor Osimhen, so now he has more playing time. He needs to start scoring
more goals.
And now you see where they are in the table. So now they are doing wonderfully well. So they know that we need this guy. So they need to spend the money. If you need to spend the money,
You have to spend the money. And again, he's at his prime. He's still very young, and if you spend the money, you will get to see more results. So moving away from Victor Osimhen, let's still talk about another one of Nigeria's wonder boy, Ademola Lookman. Looks to battle Rodrigo and others for the Golden Globe Soccer Award. Ademola Lookman has been named among the nominees for the 2024 Best Man's Player Award of the annual Globe Soccer Award hosted by Dubai Sports Council. The Globe Soccer Award announced via X, and Lookman, who was ranked 14th at this year's Ballon d'Or, is still the second African on the list. The other being Egyptian player and Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah. Lookman's compatriot Victor Osimhen also made the final shortlist of the award last year. The former Leicester and RB Leipzig star, now excelling with Atlanta in the Italian Serie A, joins the elite group of footballers. Biggest names including superstars like Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, and Erling Haaland. After scoring 17 goals plus 10 assists in 45 games in all competition last season, including a hat-trick in the final of the UEFA League, the 27-year-old picked up his form from where he stopped last term and already has 8 goals and 5 assists in 14 games across all competitions for Atlanta this season. Like, looking at those things now, okay, look at the list. Now, let me go up to speed with the list. Manchester City, Phil Foden also made the list. Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham, and Chelsea's Cole Palmer, and the 3 English players are on the list, while European champions Spain have 5 nominees on the list, including Ballon d'Or winner Rodrigo, Lemon Yang, and Nico Williams, all on the list. So, look at the rank now, where Ademola Lookman now is playing big boy stable. That's literally what this is. Among the airlines players, are you surprised about this from Ademola Lookman?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because if you follow Ademola Lookman's story,
Yes.
development, his ups and downs, you know this is a player that is determined for greatness because a lot of low moves. Look at last season, a very good season for him.
Yes.
He knows that this is my time, and in Atlanta is their marksman. They can't do without him. Look, Bayern Leverkusen, you see what they did to Bayern Leverkusen in the final, scoring a trick in the Europa League final.
Which has never happened.
Has never happened.
History.
For Nigeria. So that alone has put him at the upper echelon among these a nice player. So kudos to him, congratulations to him
Yes.
for being nominated. I believe
Yes.
she will.
Now, I want to ask you a question. I know you're a Liverpool fan. So now you have a Liverpool player, Mohamed Salah, who is also on the list. So are you going to be a patriotic Nigerian and support your Nigerian brother, or you will want to go with your attacker?
I believe in Ademola Lookman.
Yes.
Kudos to Musala. Musala been exceptionally well in Liverpool.
Yes.
Best winger, EPL. One of the greatest. Don't worry. Okay. This is time for Lookman to win. He has not been nominated for awards like
this, yes.
And in a player career, there's a particular time in your career that this kind of things just come once in a while.
Wow, yes.
Depends on your consistency and all. So I believe this is his time. So I just hope he wins it. Kudos to Musala. You understand?
Yes.
You're doing great.
Yeah. I think you will actually.
Everybody in the list. Everybody has been doing exceptionally well.
Yes.
But I believe Lookman have something that keep him there. You understand? The Europa League, in the AFCON final too. He was one of the top
Scorers, yes.
So all those things, check as his goals, assists, double figures. It's not easy everywhere.
Yeah, in basketball we call that triple double because double.
Yes, I know not many players have that kind of statistics in Europe. So now I believe this is his time to win it. So hopefully we wins it.
Well, Demola Lookman has been good. If you're looking at his trajectory of, when he played at under 21, I think, yes, under 21, the Three Lions in England. He came to Leicester, went to RB Leipzig. He has been moving from one place to another. And again, he himself, he's very talking, he's very kind of guy that talks, I think he's kind of shy, but he also has to speak up that his game has been elevated. This shows, like you rightly mentioned about the fact that this is someone that is called for greatness. And actually, we've seen the path he's following, and Demola Lookman is just a great guy. Yes, he represents his country well, and as well as also representing his team. This is just more like the Nigeria being proud of their son that they sent
They have
out.
opportunity to play for the Three Lions for England. He chose Nigeria because he believed that this is a path he needs to take to his football. And it has been so well for him.
But talking about most players that have actually neglected their home country and then nationalized somewhere else, we don't tend to see them like fully represent. Maybe after playing like tops, highest that I've seen, I think it's like 5.
So they just give you debut.
They just give you debut. That's
Depends
true.
on how
Good you are,
They
true.
just give you debut. You get debut for 2, 3, 4 games. They will neglect you. Another player is up.
And again,
Rising. They'll pick him
and then
on
drop
one
him.
side. So, but that's why I say kudos to him. Check you will be to all those players that
came back home.
Calvin
Percy.
Bassey, all of
Even Osho that even just came back now. Osho is a great guy, he's a great player. We had opportunities earlier. I think the Three Lions reached out to him, England reached out to him.
You reach out to all these players because they are
Good, yeah.
You understand? They will reach out to them, but now it's left for the players to make decisions. That's why you watch all of them now. They try to make their decision earlier, not when they now become 27, 29 at their peak. They now decide when to come and play for Nigeria. So now they are making their decision earlier. There are a lot of players. Go to those academics in England, in Spain. They have Nigerian players there. You understand? Playing exceptionally well. So you need those players too with the local base.
It's time for sports' biggest moments on global television. The headlines, scores, breaking news, and commentaries on sporty events. Talking with the biggest players, strikers, and about the slam dunks and goals, stunning saves, near misses, and upsets. Let's talk about the greatest home runs, comebacks, knockdowns, and victories. Talk Sports with the King of Sports, Anthony Momadou. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Don't miss out.
That goal! Beautiful work from the wingers!
Yes, sorry we had to take that quick technical break, but also this is where we join the curtain on today's edition of Talk Sport, and I only want to say a very big thank you to Jesse Olarewaju for making our time to join us as we had, as we had this conversation. Maybe you'll be seeing more of Jesse most of the time as we'll be talking a whole lot of sports. Yeah, so we really appreciate you for coming today.
This time is a good time here to talk sports.
Yes. Alright, that's how much time will permit us to take now. I'll see you again tomorrow as we talk more sports. Bye for now.